Hello again everybody, welcome back. Today I've decided I'm going to make some banana bread. And I know loads of people are making banana bread these days, but look at the state of my bananas. I think we overbought, and this is exactly the perfect type of banana for making banana bread. So I'm going to get cracking on here. We have 2 cups of plain flour to go in. This recipe my sister Karen gave me. Hi Karen. 1 cup of brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. It doesn't really matter. If you like a more kind of treacly flavour, then use dark brown sugar. I'm going to add some chopped dates in here. The original recipe says 1/4 of a cup, but I've used a 1/2 cup because I just love dates. I love the caramelly flavour of it. And I'm going to put like 1/4 of a cup of pecan nuts. Top tip about nuts, or maybe it's just my personal like. I don't like using walnuts whenever I'm making bread or in any of my baking, because the way I look at walnuts is once bitten, twice shy. If you get a walnut that's rancid, it's just ugh. And I have never ever had a walnut or a rancid pecan. So I just stick to the ones that I know are going to be good. So I'm also going to add in here 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of bread soda. Just going to pop them in there. And remember what I said about the bread soda, don't over measure your bread soda because it changes that flavour on your teeth, the grittiness of your bread. Okay, so that's all mixed up there nicely. I'm going to put a little bowl in the middle and add a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower oil today. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to pop in 2 eggs. I always use large eggs. I don't know why I always use large eggs, I just do. And I'm going to put a little secret ingredient, a little splash of vanilla. Changes pretty much everything. I've just discovered the wonder of vanilla. I'm just using cheapo vanilla essence, simply because I used to buy extract and I found it would just disappear so quick. Couldn't afford to be buying that stuff all the time. I know it's the best to be using, but anyway. So this is the state of the banana that you want. Pretty black. The recipe calls for 2 or 3 bananas. Because I have an abundance today, I'm just going to whack the 3 of them in there. And I just want to show you what you need to do. Just bash them down with the fork. And because they're so ripe, it's super easy to do. It takes no time at all. I have learned the hard way not to try and do this in the bowl. I know I'd be thinking of the washing up, but just do it on a plate before you chuck it in. It's much easier to work with. Should have used a bigger plate, but I wanted to show you my nice plate. Anyway, here we go. We'll put it all in here. And then just basically mix it all up together. Stir it all up together. Don't know if you saw that little splash there. That's okay. Only a splash. I suppose that's the thing about if you're cooking with your kids, be prepared for the splashes. It's all part of it. And at the end of the day, it's nothing that a little bit of kitchen roll won't clean up, or a run in the washing machine won't sort it out. Not a big deal. So that is basically your banana bread all mixed up. I'm just going to show you a little tip that I got from a Polish friend. Shout out to all my Polish friends. Of how to line your tins. You can buy those pre-made tin liners, which I actually usually do, but I've run out. So now I have to do it the old way. So this is just a rectangle that's going to fit my tin. And what you do is you push it in and squeeze into the corners, like with your nails. So you're making little marks into the corners. And then you get your scissors and you just cut into each corner. and then that makes it nice and neat in your tin. So, I don't know if you can see that there. There you go. There's your tin liner. If you don't have this kind of paper, you can always just butter your tin. But I find it tends to burn. Because this has to be in the oven for quite a while. You're better off to try and reduce the burning capabilities. So I just wanted to also say a big happy birthday to little Jacob McDonough today. We can't see you today, but we're thinking of you, and whenever we have this bread, we'll have it in your honor. Happy birthday, Jacob. So, I keep forgetting to tell you what temperature this goes into the oven, because the aga is always hot. It's 190 degrees for about 45 minutes until it's nice and golden. If you have a skewer, you could stick it in the top. If it comes out clean, you know it's cooked. The thing about this cooker here, I don't know if you can see it over here, it's called an aga cooker. And there are actually 4 ovens. I'm going to pop this into the lower oven because it's not so hot. Just tell you a little bit about this oven. Top right hand is super, super hot, like 230. This one here is about 180, 190. This one here is for like simmering, just keeping things on a low heat. And then the very bottom one here is a plate warmer. 2 things on here. One is to bring it to the boil, and this is to simmer. And guess what, when you hear this, it was designed by a blind man, which makes so much sense because the ovens are always at a static temperature. Anyway, there you go. I actually have done a blue Peter on it today, and here's one I prepared earlier. Ta-da! This is the banana bread. Slightly overcooked, but that's okay. I just wanted to cut into it to give you an idea of how nice and golden that one is. Nice and brown. Big slab of butter on there, and away we go. So, thank you so much for joining us. I just want you to know that this kitchen here is not what it normally looks like. And if you would like to have a look at the outtake over here, this is what our normal life looks like. Wonderful, beautiful family mess. Anyway guys, I want you to know that we're all in this together. Top tip for today, or maybe a question I want to ask you today is, and something that a couple of us in different groups have been asking each other, where can you find the joy in all of this? Or what blessing have you got out of all this coronavirus? And I know the virus itself is not a blessing, but the circumstances that we find ourselves in, it's good to dig deep and see what joy you can find in it. So I like, one of the things that I've discovered is Zoom. Amazing. And you know, my family, we all meet up every Friday night and we have a glass of wine and we're on there for a couple of hours. All my siblings, Karen, Dorina, Roisin, Eileen, Shane and Mommy and Daddy. Like, we wouldn't have done that before, and now we're doing it on a regular basis, and it's just great. So if you haven't thought about doing that yet, I encourage you to go ahead and try it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.